TrueWhale for the title to go down in history as the champion.
Here we go, guys. Raigeki and TrueWhale. Welcome to our final match. We're getting into the pre-ban right now with these two players.
And we have a best of 5 for $5,000. Remember, loser of this one gets $5,000, winner gets $10,000 here. So definitely still a lot on the line here. Raigeki looking very focused, but both players also relaxed, knowing that they got their spot to Korea.
I think both these players looking very relaxed, and they're going to enjoy this one, in my opinion. I think they're going to enjoy this one. TrueWhale with the first pick here. We're going to see these brands coming out shortly.
I think both players are enjoying the moment, but I think TrueWhale's the one with more. Looks like he's taking time. I mean, you can see his arms kind of moving there. I think Raigeki's prepared for every opponent. So Raigeki likely just pre-banning Oliver and probably taking out some other LD, like a Tianlang or something. And I think TrueWhale is going to be thinking about taking out something from Raigeki. I think a segment will make a lot of sense. A Juno makes a lot of sense as well.
Yep, Valantis is going to get the ban here, and we have Nana getting banned out by Raigeki.
Interesting take from Raigeki to pre-ban the Nana here. So Raigeki definitely does not want to let TrueWhale use that Dominic Nana back and forth here. That pre-ban on Valantis is basically narrows down Raigeki's box a lot, but I'm not sure if it's actually very effective in Raigeki because he has a lot of units to use without that Valantis.
That's interesting that TrueWhale is going to be prioritizing a Dominic and Raigeki. Oh, swapping over to a Shizuka.
I think that was more of a friendly show to say this Dominic procced on you before, because you could definitely see that TrueWhale is making eye contact with Raigeki earlier, but Raigeki not even looking ahead, stone cold, and just focus on his play right now.
Yep, I remember that match, and it was the match that Dominic had pretty much one-shot the over on the side of Raigeki, and it was a really outstanding moment for TrueWhale.
So if I'm TrueWhale here, he's facing a lot of speed here. He's facing a Sekhmet, he's facing a Praha, a speed buff coming along on Raigeki's side. So a lot to worry about. He takes the Narsha Dominic, so it's a lot of damage coming off TrueWhale's side, but he doesn't really have a way to enable it yet. So I think Raigeki's going to be able to find a way to get through this. Probably some sort of a Sierra Sekhmet, I think, or Tomo is an interesting pick. So he's already late Sekhmet, but he's going with the high-speed aggression route here to be able to cleave down TrueWhale's team.
Yep, let's see what TrueWhale is going to be drafting here. I almost kind of feel like maybe an Antares to stop this Wind Robo. We'll find out.
A Tianlang is a must lay here because there's a Tomo and there's a Wind Robo. So the Robo G92 obviously absorbs attack bar. So Tianlang is a must lay down here. And the question is, does he lay an Oliver or something else here? I'm not sure I like this Ragdoll pick here because Ragdoll's not exactly the best in the Tomo. The Fire Ryu is a force ban because Raigeki doesn't have an answer to that Fire Ryu. So it's looking like Raigeki is going to ban that Fire Ryu here. And TrueWhale's basically stuck. I mean, he could ban whatever, probably looking to ban out, you know, either Wind Robo or Tomo or something. But I think Raigeki's just going to take out the Fire Ryu and it's going to have his way with TrueWhale.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Ban's going to get locked in. That Fire Ryu definitely looking pretty devastating up towards Raigeki's draft.
Yeah, Fire Ryu is the only source of volatility coming out because Raigeki doesn't really have great answers. Takes out the Ragdoll instead. Really interesting takeout. So it's going to come down to if this Fire Ryu is going to be able to take out, you know, revenge enough and counterattack enough and take out Raigeki's team.
Let's see what happens. Bans are locked in. Leader skills should be picked shortly. Shouldn't be too difficult to choose those.
Definitely should not be. I mean, but it's going to come down again to that Fire Ryu versus the team here. Raigeki's going to have no problem cleaving down the first 3 units of TrueWhale, but you have that Fire Ryu versus the rest of Raigeki's team.
Wow, deep breaths for both these players here. The nerves might be kicking in. Let's get into it, guys. We've got Raigeki with the Sekhmet taking first turn, landing that reset on top of the Shizuka.
That's a big land, but that's also some fair bit of damage coming out and branding onto this Robo G92.
Wow, 1, 2, 3. Not getting that 4th stun there with that Wind Robo.
But again, this Fire Ryu hurts. That Wind Robo definitely basically just got healed, but beforehand, less than half HP.
Yep, there's that Kama finally landing on top of the Dominic as well. A little bit of poke damage coming out here. We have a lot of damage coming towards that branding sitting on top of that Wind Robo.
So Raigeki's path to victory is landing an attack break on the Fire Ryu. If he's able to land that attack break on the Fire Ryu, he instantly has a green light to win the game and go for the Fire Ryu. Without that attack break, he's got no chance of winning.
A little damage coming back to that segment as well. Defense break does land on top of the Masha. Still have that Kama land on top of that Dominic. Dominic can't use any skills just yet.
Yeah, again, this all comes down to attack break, and if he's able to get it onto the Fire Ryu.
It does get a little bit of glancing stuff here on top of that Fire Ryu. A lot of negative effects out here. Karma spread everywhere, though.
Yeah, definitely a lot of negative effects everywhere. Again, Raigeki's going to take out the other 3 units very easily, and it's going to come down to this this attack break if he can land it on that fire.
Yep, Dominic's going to get dropped. We got a dismounted Narsha. We have an almost dead Shizuka as well.
Also, that heal block on that Fire Ryu is quite big here. And of course, only able to shake off 1 debuff at a time. So also an option to just pummel him damage over time and just stack infinite debuffs on this Fire Ryu.
Yep, Sekhmet still trying to land that attack break, though. Does have the heal block still.
Yeah, but at some point, Raigeki's going to be forced to attack this Fire Ryu, which is going to put him in a bit of trouble.
Yep, here we go. We've got Praha dealing some pretty good damage there. Not able to heal up as much as TrueWhale was hoping.
Yeah, and TrueWhale just needs to take the Sekhmet out, and he's going to be in a good spot here. Goes after the Sekhmet here. If this attack break lands, that's it.
Ooh, no attack break just yet. Got that big skill 2 coming out. A lot of damage. Not as much healing as TrueWhale was, I think, expecting, because this Praha can still really hurt.
Actually, this Fire Ryu is not doing enough damage here. Only 50% on the counterattack. So Raigeki able to take this one 1-0.
There it is. Raigeki taking round 1 away from TrueWhale.
So I guess I might have underestimated the power of additional damage there. I mean, Raigeki just has some of the best artifacts in the game. Probably has a lot of minus fire on that that Robo G92, and that's why he was able to not land a single attack break, but take out that Fire Ryu. And it's probably because when I play, a lot of times these Fire Ryus counterattack me 100% of the time.
Yep, well, pre-bans from last time. Nana and Volantis now available. New pre-bans going to be coming out shortly. We've got Raigeki, I believe, with the first pick this time.
And so TrueWhale this time needs to draft in a way so that he doesn't allow 3 units to die off the bat. I mean, Raigeki had so much control off the bat and allowed him to basically have 3 units for free and slowly pick his moments of when he wanted to attack that Fire Ryu. So if I'm TrueWhale, I'm thinking about taking out, you could take out the Praha, you could take out a lot of different AoE units, you could take out the Robo G92. There's a lot of different things you could do there.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of things that could be happening here. I'm sure both these players here definitely want to take their time here. Lock it. They're both looking to lock in this victory here and be claimed champion for sure. But I know they're both excited. They're both going to Korea. Both these guys have pretty much accomplished what they came here to do.
Well, there's $5,000 on the line. So if there's $5,000 on the line, and all you need to do is win 2 more matches for this, I mean, I would bet that Raigeki really wants to win this one. Favoring the Nana. So I think the crux of the matchup here is going to be this Dominic Nana, a lot of direct damage dynamic that's going on here. Raigeki doesn't want to let TrueWhale have the ability to tee off and stack orbs.
Yep, Shizuka Narsha looks like it's going to be the draft here for TrueWhale. Raigeki looking to quickly respond with the Volantis Juno.
And those are very quick lays coming out from Raigeki. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Abellio coming out. If TrueWhale goes with 1 more piece of damage, maybe some sort of a Masha and something else to enable this, Raigeki's going to be obligated to lay down an Abellio here. TrueWhale can also go for more of a cleave here. I mean, he can go for Changpangs and Moors and things like that. He can go for Tianlangs. Those wouldn't be bad picks, like a Tianlang Riley or something like that.
Wow.
Instead goes for the Tessa and goes for the Molly here, which honestly aren't bad picks. He has a Tessa to Oblivion, all 3 units there, and has a Molly to provide a lot of support.
Yeah, just wasn't expecting to see the Tessa and the Molly coming out of TrueWhale, but that's what's going to be drafted here. He does have 1 last pick, Raigeki, looking to wrap up his draft here with 2 more, and it might be an Oberon in 1 other unit.
Probably an Oberon Mo Long here. He wants to do a lot of direct damage. If he's going to lay down the Oberon, he lays down a Delphoid. All right, definitely not a Mo Long. That's a very interesting looking Mo Long there. Delphoid with the ability to grant Oblivion now and then AoE immunity. So this is the first time we've seen a Delphoid in SWC, but it's a great pick here. I mean, there's 3 units that TrueWhale has that could be Oblivion. So he's either going to eat an Oblivion from this Delphoid and immunity and heals, or he's going to eat an Oberon that's going to isolate a unit.
Let's see what this last pick from TrueWhale is responding to that, and it is going to be a Tianlang. Tianlang getting locked in by TrueWhale. We have some really interesting drafts here.
And I think the ban's going to be a Molly, actually, because the Molly presents the most volatility in this matchup. It's going to be Molly or the Tianlang, most likely. I don't think Raigeki is as scared of the Tessarian. And it is the Molly, as expected, and because that's what's going to prevent the Oberon from killing something directly.
Yep, and Volantis is going to get the ban as well. 44 attack lead for Raigeki here, and we're going to be going into round 2 with Raigeki and TrueWhale.
So I'm going to expect TrueWhale to be able to take some first turns here, and the question is if this Oberon is going to be able to take off or not.
All right, let's see what happens with Tianlang and see if he can kind of get some value with the second skill. And what we do is we get a nice little stun there landing on top of the Oberon.
And this Oberon's not going to be able to take off that Tianlang. Luckily able to get that stun. You see Raigeki shaking his head. That's not the outcome he wanted here. Because if that Oberon was not stunned, it would basically be able to do a lot of damage.
Yep, Narsha removing that Oberon from the field, but we have the Nana keeping that unit alive here.
And I think that was a very big misplay to damage that Oberon there, because that Oberon's on Nemesis and allowed him to basically take that turn and take out that unit there. So I think that was a pretty big misplay from TrueWhale. It puts him down 4 units to 3, and there's an orb on the Nana.
Yep, well, we've got defense breaks across the field right now, and we've got Tsarian in the sights right now of Raigeki.
Yeah, and that's a lot of damage coming out from this Juno. I know there's a Tianlang, but Tianlang's not going to be able to do enough here. I don't think there's a window of opportunity for TrueWhale to win. There's a Delphoid providing immunities, heals, Oblivions. You have a Nana with the stack here, and you have an Oberon that has skill 3 coming up at some point.
Yep, Attack Break is going to be landing on top of the Tsarian. A little bit of poke damage going onto the Narsha, looking for that dismount. We do have the second skill available with Attack Break sitting on top of this Tsarian.
And we have that Oberon that's going to auto-attack that Narsha next. So we're going to see another stack going on the Nana here. Raigeki's going to take this one 2-0.
And there you go. There goes that Narsha there. No dismount going to be happening there because that Oblivion.
Yeah, I mean, that Oblivion basically allows that Narsha to be down right away. But again, TrueWhale just on the back foot. There's 2 orbs on this Nana. Still 1 orb left. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from this Juno.
Ooh, beautiful Despair Stun going out onto that Tsarian with the Attack Break landing on top of the Tianlang as well. A little bit of poke damage slowing him down.
Yeah, that's a big slow, and that Delphoid has skills up next. So Raigeki in a good spot here, still has 1 more orb, and that Tsarian has no attack bar left.
Yep, looking for a defense break. Really can't capitalize on too much here with that orb still left on top of that Nana.
Yeah, all Raigeki needs to do is to seal the deal, is to destroy 1 more unit here. Has Spiritual Blessing, and that's a lot of health coming out on the side of Raigeki.
Yep, really good cleanse there with 2-turn immunity coming out of Delphoid. Good value with that unit, and there you have it. Raigeki taking round 2 away from TrueWhale.
Wow, Raigeki showing that he came here to play. I actually thought Raigeki got very unlucky when Tianlang stunned the Oberon, because all he needs to do is enable this Oberon and get a kill, right? So when you have a Nana there, Tianlings usually, especially on Violent, don't get to strip and stun you. That's less than 25% chance there. So when that happened, Raigeki is stuck, but somehow TrueWhale decided to use Narsha to attack that Nemesis Oberon, kill it, but because it becomes revived, it has full attack bar, it's able to snipe out that Shizuka. So that misplay there cost TrueWhale the match, and Raigeki is now up 2-0. 1 more match from $5,000.
Well, here's our pre-bans right here. Nana and Volantis once again getting pre-banned here in this round 3 match.
TrueWhale being friendly here, flashing the Dominic, not friendly, laying down the Dominic off the bat. Raigeki doesn't have a Dominic, so I think he could have prolonged it and taken his time here, but also okay just to lay it down. I think Raigeki's probably going to go with some sort of also aggressive play, goes with the Sierra and Sekhmet.
Yep, Sierra and Sekhmet coming up for Raigeki. TrueWhale looking to respond, potentially bringing his own speed lead as well.
I would like to see a speed lead. Goes with the Tableau Escher. The weakness of this is that he might not have enough impact. It doesn't have immunity here, but so far looks like a good solid draft. I would expect this Escher to outspeed the Sekhmet, because TrueWhale has a lot stronger runes, and that changes the dynamic of this a lot.
Ooh, we got a Baleo coming out for Raigeki, which is a solid pick here to help stop Dominic from dealing some really big damage here.
And potentially a Masha 4th pick. I think a Masha would be a great way to round this out. Raigeki probably knows that this Escher outspeeds Sekhmet, so he needs to play a little bit more turn 2-like. So goes with the Praha, which is an interesting pick here. Also great, I mean, it gives him speed buff, gives him heals, lots of volatility here. TrueWhale going aggression here. If he goes this way, I think his ban is most likely going to be the Abelio.
Let's see what happens. It chooses to lock in. The Narsha and the Nikki does lock in those 2 LD5s. Raigeki very quick to hover over this Leo and to potentially lock it in.
And that Leo is pretty much a force ban, because that Tableau, that Narsha, that Escher are pretty weak into that Leo. So TrueWhale almost has to ban this Leo. So if he's facing this Leo, TrueWhale has to ban the Leo, and then Raigeki in this situation is probably just going to take out the Dominic, or could even take out the Tableau and mind game him that way. So many ways this can go here. But I think that the Leo is definitely a force ban when he lays it down like that.
Yep, I couldn't agree more that Leo is definitely going to be the force ban here for TrueWhale. And there it goes. Leo's down, and so is the Tableau.
And we saw that mind game I was talking about. Raigeki lays down that Leo and knows that that's going to get pre-banned, and then lays and takes out the Tableau.
Yep, speed lead for Raigeki, HP lead for TrueWhale. We're going into a game 3. Raigeki could potentially get the 3-0 on TrueWhale.
Yeah, Raigeki looking like he's in a good spot here. Gonna get this reset. Needs to reset probably the Nikki here, and be able to just do some damage over time.
Ooh, the resistance does come out here though.
That's a big resist. That 15% is massive because that attack buff is going to do so much once TrueWhale gets it online.
Yeah, there's that speed buff there, so Narsha's looking to pump in some big damage if she can land that defense break here on the segment.
But TrueWhale needs to be careful not to trip off the Abelio passive, because if he trips it off, Raigeki's going to have a lot of units come online.
But the additional turn's going to pop out here, and he can just not remove this unit from the field.
But did not crit there, so that segment is still alive, and Raigeki now has the ability to throw a bomb down.
Yep, we've got that big skill 1 looking for a stun here on the Nikki, not receiving anything here. Goes for the Daydream to put everybody to sleep, or at least some of the people to sleep.
Yeah, Raigeki's using that as ability to CC here, and it's just going to whittle the Dominic while controlling the rest of the field.
Let's see what happens with this Dominic. We've seen some big things before. He does have that skill 2 available. If he gets the additional turn, could be seeing some big numbers once again, and we do not see that additional turn come out.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Raigeki needs to take care of that Dominic. That speed buff is a lot on that Dominic, and it's also a lot of damage that this Dominic does over time. So Raigeki needs to take care of this Dominic and then also address the Narsha.
Yep, a little bit of damage there going into the Nikki from the Praha. We could see a wild blow coming out on top of the Nikki as well, so the bomb definitely can confirms kill.
I think he's gonna transform into Bello, because at this point here, one more if he brings another unit down into 30% range, that Bello is gonna trip off again and gonna be able to boost and heal again.
Yep, Dominic just with first skill available might take advantage of the branding effect on top of this segment. Can he confirm kill? He does finally confirm the kill. Nikki does stay alive though.
Nikki definitely stays alive, but at this point, Praha can just auto-attack and kill it here. Raigeki definitely needs to take care of the damage dealers. There's just so much damage coming from the side of TrueWhale.
Yep, there really is. Let's see what kind of, well, he's going to choose to get rid of that Nikki no matter what here.
But no proc there means that he does not have skill 3 until next turn, so Ricky needs to survive here.
Oh, man! That's a big violent there with the defense break landing on top of the CR. TrueWhale definitely going to be staying in this match, removing that unit from the field.
Massive proc there. If he did not get that proc, Raigeki would be in a lot of trouble there. But unfortunately for Raigeki, he does get procced on and needs to find a way to down this Narsha.
Yep, good little damage there going on to the Narsha. Looking to get that big dismount here. Dominic's got turns up right now, getting that heal block on top of the Praha.
Just tough for Raigeki to be able to take this one home, because he's got 2 water units fighting the Dominic that's that juiced out. I don't think he's going to be able to take it.
That is one juiced up Dominic, and there you have it. TrueWhale takes a victory here in round 3.
Kind of a couple of really influential procs there coming out from TrueWhale, allowing him to do damage and make Belio's passive a little irrelevant. So I think in that situation, Raigeki got a little bit unlucky, but that match really could have gone either way.
Yep, definitely could have. Narsha, big procs with the Narsha to capitalize off of defense breaks and remove units from the field. That is such a powerful unit in the hands of TrueWhale. And here we go, last round's pre-bans. We've got the Nana that was pre-banned and the Volantis. Those 2 units are now available as we get into round number 4. New pre-bans are going to be coming out here with Raigeki and TrueWhale.
So again, this is going to revolve around Dominic and how these get controlled. Volantis will be online for Raigeki, so TrueWhale's going to have to be cognizant of that. That Volantis makes it a little odd for his Dominic and any of his mid-speed range units here.
Let's see what happens here. They're going to definitely have this timer come all the way down. They're looking to take up as much time as possible in these pre-bans here. They definitely want to think about what they want to do.
I mean, there's $5,000 on the line here. 2 more matches. 1 more match for Raigeki stands in the way of that. TrueWhale takes out the Tomo earlier. Does not want to get AoE controlled by Raigeki.
Nope, Raigeki with the first pick after seeing Dominic and Tomo getting banned out here.
Yeah, and Raigeki, of course, doesn't want to face the TrueWhale Dominic. Probably going to go with the Praha first. Goes with the Nana.
Wow.
Which enables, and TrueWhale's still going to have the Narsha that he's going to use. So I think we're going to see Narsha, maybe a Shizuka Narsha, some combination of these units, and maybe I would like to see an Oliver at some point, but you know, TrueWhale's been leaning more towards the middle to slower speed range units. So Shizuka Narsha coming out, Raigeki instantly goes to grab that Juno.
Yep, Juno and Volantis coming out for Raigeki here. TrueWhale really does like to take this Shizuka away from Raigeki, not letting him have that unit.
Yeah, I mean, that Shizuka just very dangerous in the hands of Raigeki there. And of course, that Juno kind of counters that Shizuka, and I'm not sure about the segment pick from TrueWhale here. That segment's very good into Volantis, but it's pretty weak into a Juno. Generally, you don't want to lay a unit that is already countered by something that's already on the field. The Molong is also a little interesting given the fact that Nana is already on the field.
Yep, and no sustain on the side of TrueWhale, so I'm expecting to see some form of sustain on the side of TrueWhale, but it's not going to be in the form of a Praha. Praha's already going to be taken by Raigeki.
Yeah, so Raigeki goes with the Praha. I would expect to see some other middle speed unit. So he goes with the Sagar here. So there's a lot of middle speed units here. So I think the tentative ban for now is the Sekhmet. And TrueWhale, I would like to see some sort of, a Robo G92 would be great here. A great way to kind of kick this match off and establish control. Some way to influence the speed of this draft, because otherwise Raigeki's just going to have such a powerful move when he goes.
Wow, we are going to see that Wind Robo coming out for TrueWhale. No way.
As called. We see that Robo G92 from TrueWhale here. He has to impact that speed of the draft, because otherwise he's in a lot of trouble. So that's a great pick by him. I still think it gets banned, because Sekhmet then has to ban one of Raigeki's units, and or reset one of Raigeki's units, and there's too many things to reset. So probably the Robo ban, and then if I'm TrueWhale, I'm probably looking to take out the Volantis here, or the Juno. I mean, the Juno is probably the best ban, just because of how well ruined it is.
Ooh, Volantis is going to get the ban in that win. Robo is going to get the ban as well.
So as expected, I mean, Volantis first reaction, Juno also a good ban. We'll see where we go, but I think Raigeki has a pretty good lineup, a lot of good middle speed units.
Yeah, most definitely. This is round number 4, guys, with Raigeki and TrueWhale. Raigeki can end it here, but TrueWhale looking to hold on and take this into a game 5. We'll find out. Sekhmet landing that reset on top of the Praha.
Yeah, and Sekhmet landing that reset on the Praha is a little interesting here. I think it should have gone to Sagar, because Sagar moves in front of Molong, and Sagar's going to be able to reset that Molong.
Yep, there's that defense break. A lot of damage coming towards that Sagar.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming towards that Sagar here. I think he might even go for the reset on the Shizuka. Might be a little bit better here, given the fact that he has that Nana in the back pocket.
Yep, does go for that reset. Lands true, provokes landing on top of the Narsha and the Shizuka as well.
And so Raigeki going for that skill too, probably thinking he's in a lot of trouble, wants some Despair Stuns, but unfortunately does not get those Despair Stuns.
Ooh, I mean, the stun's going to be landing on top of the Juno. That's not the kind of value the TrueWhale is going to be looking for here.
Yeah, but I think it's Raigeki just needs to find a way to get some traction here. That Juno being stunned is big, and not a lot of heal blocks going on the side of Raigeki.
Nope, not a lot either. Does get the additional turn. He can confirm that kill on top of the Sagar here.
Does confirm the kill on the Sagar, but that Juno's going to provide a really big heal.
Yep, oof, so much healing coming out of Juno there. A lot of value on the side of Raigeki right now.
A lot of value on the side of Raigeki, but you do have a Molong with its skills up, so that Molong's going to be able to take out a unit.
Yep, that's an easy Rex Assault onto the Sagar, removing that unit from the field, meaning that, there's no more resets happening towards this Shizuka.
But there's no healing on the side of the TrueWhale. There's a Nana with orb, 0 orbs. That's going to be stacking orbs once Juno starts taking out the Nana and the Molong, both with defense break. So I think Raigeki's got this one.
Raigeki definitely looking very comfortable right now. Drops that, drops the Narsha, gets that orb on top of the Nana, and looks like Molong's going to be the next to go.
And I don't think Raigeki, I don't think TrueWhale has an answer for these oracles. That's just so much damage coming out. There's no heals on the side of TrueWhale here, so I think Raigeki's got this one.
Yep, 100%. There's that defense break landing on top of the Nana here. There goes that Molong. That is 2 stacks sitting on top of Nana. That is just, needs a lot of damage here for TrueWhale. He's thinking about bringing back the Molong.
Doesn't have that skill 3, obviously just used it. So TrueWhale in a lot of trouble here. The additional is just so much damage coming out from Raigeki.
He did get some pretty good value with that skill too. It's just not going to be enough here.
Yeah, he actually got insane value from that skill too, but again, not enough. That's a big Despair Stun on that Sekhmet there. Again, TrueWhale really doesn't have an opening here.
Doesn't have an opening at all. We're going to see just more poke damage coming out onto the Sekhmet. Juno looking to clean up some units here.
I mean, those are some heavy additionals. Those are 2 stacks on that Nana. That's a lot of virtual healing there. I mean, Raigeki's just in such a dominating position here, and I think we're going to see a new champion.
Yep, a new champion in the form of Raigeki, finishing off that Sekhmet right there. That's going to be it. TrueWhale's clapping for him. He knows that this match is going to be lost here. Here comes in more damage, and Raigeki is going to be our America's Cup champion.
Give it up for your America's Cup SWC2022 champion, Raigeki!
Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. That was excellent, man. Congratulations. How does it feel to have won America's Cup?
It feels kind of unreal. Didn't really sink in that I won yet. I'm just very happy to be here, whether winning or losing. I'm glad I showcased some good games.
Absolutely. Oh, they were fabulous. Some good games. They were amazing. Is there anything that you'd like to say to your friends, family, supporters, anybody?
Thank you for all your support. Thanks for supporting me, and thank you for supporting Summoner Wars.
Awesome. And in addition to a guaranteed trip to Korea for Worlds, you also get $10,000 today. That check goes out to you, Raigeki. Congratulations. Now, can I also get the other players here today? Our second, third place, Dreams Joseph is our fourth, but or rather the second, third. He is remote with us today. And also Tyler, Once in Love, if you could come join me. Guys, real quick, could we give a hand to Tyler? What a great cast. What a great cast, Once in Love. Thank you so much. And here's the check that's going out to Raigeki. And I'd like to welcome out as well Big V, as well as TrueWhale and Dreams Joseph, who is joining us remotely. Give him a hand, guys. Go for it. Absolutely. Please come join us, TrueWhale. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Once in Love over here has the medals for today. Here it comes. The gold medal. This is for you, Raigeki. Congratulations. And our silver medal today goes to TrueWhale. Give him a hand, everybody. Our other finalist, our other representative at Worlds. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, guys, and give a big hand for Big V, last year's champion. We have a bronze medal today. Congratulations. Congratulations. Great job. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody watching live. That's it for us at the Hard Rock Cafe, live in New York City, in person. I'm going to send it right on back to you, Dagon. Thank you so much.